Hey, are you tired of being countered all the time? Are you tired of having your opponents always targeting your things? Are you tired of your opponents board wiping all the time too? Well, you can play Thrun the Last Troll. Thrun the Last Troll can't be countered, and this card can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. And on top of that, you can pay 2 mana to regenerate Thrun. Thrun's a legendary creature, obviously, and he's going to be your commander, 4/4 when he comes out. And it's going to be a very Voltron kind of styled deck. Alright, so let's get to the deck profile. The land base is pretty simple. There's a bunch of lands, bunch of Opal Palaces. No, I'm kidding. So, Opal Palace, pretty much, if somehow your opponents get rid of your commander somehow, you can pay this and you can give Thrun +1/+1s. Nykthos just gives you more mana for your devotion. This card's really nice because since it's the mono green deck, every creature that you play, if you use this card to tap out, it's going to give it +1/+1, so really nice. And this card gives you, it does going to play tapped, but what you can do is you can tap it out for green, or you can sacrifice it, give 2 green, which is nice. This card is mainly going to be using for draw, more draw. It's a Haro, but land, so it comes into play tap, and then you can pay 2 mana to sacrifice it, and you get 2 basic land cards. That sure does same type. So, again, you sacrifice this card and you get 2 mana, so really nice. Maze of Ith, just, against those other people that are just going to one-shot you, so stop it. Strip Mine, get rid of those crazy lands. Ghost Quarters, same thing. This card just returns a random creature card in your graveyard, so really nice. Give you 2 colorless if you have 5 or more lands. Regenerate for 1 green, and then 22 basic forest. So I like this kind of forest because it looks really nice. It just looks like a forest. It does. It does, it does. Now on to the rest of the other deck. There's like, Alright. Sol Rong, Sensei's, Pad. Cage Sun gives double, you want to call green. Or you can call blue, I guess, if you really wanted to, but usually you want to call green. Alright, Hot Soup. This card's funny. Pretty much makes it your creature unblockable, and whenever it's dealt damage, by somehow, it destroys the creature. But you can use Thrun the Last Troll to regenerate. Really awesome. Gives creature a flying and first strike. Whenever creature deals damage, you draw a card. Can't be blocked except by walls. Most people don't play walls in an EDH deck. There are certain circumstances, but usually you don't really play walls. But usually, most of the time, you can be unblockable. Double strike, essentially. But instead of doing double strike, what it's doing essentially is you give your Thrun unblockable, and you use this card. If a creature will deal combat damage, it deals double that damage instead. And in return, if another creature would deal combat damage to the equipped creature, it also deals double that damage to the creature instead. So yeah, it is kind of like a backfire, but you pretty much make your creature unblockable. And since your opponents can't target your creature, then it's not going to do anything. So it's really awesome. Sword of the Animist gives you mana, makes your creature unblockable again. So like even in this mono green deck, like I still have other lands, because usually most everyone's gonna run some sort of crazy land base. So as long as it's not basic, it's unblockable. Make your stuff unblockable. Double strike. Instead of paying 2 mana every single time for your Thrun's ability, you can use this to give your Thrun an indestructible, or any other creature indestructible. Double strike. First strike, trample, and haste. +3/+0, trample, and lifelink. First strike, trample, and haste. Sorry if I'm not reading the words. This is going to be a long video, and I didn't want to make it too long. So, +2/+0, first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. This card's really nice because usually I'll have either like 1 or 2 other creatures other than Thrun, and so if I can create blockers, especially ones that can fly, awesome. This card's funny because when it attacks, I can destroy target permanent, and it pumps for 6 +6. Like, that is crazy. Good. Good. Onto the creatures now. Solemn Solacrinum. Almost pretty much an auto-include like in every EDH deck. Duplicate. The reason why this card is in here is because Iona. Iona will, like, shut this deck down. Just, you cannot play Magic anymore. So Duplicate just gets rid of Iona, so that's why it's in here. Birds gives you mana, gives you draw power, and gives you draw. Gives you mana. This card's really nice because, you know, with Thrun, how to get rid of Thrun is when your opponent sacrifices your Thrun, or when they board wipe and it says, like, you know, bury all creatures, or creatures can't be regenerated, or all your creatures get minus a certain amount of -1, -1, or -1 counters by not targeting, like Blackstone Zenith and stuff like that, like that kills. So this card just lets my opponents not make me sack stuff. So it's really nice. So if your opponent's making you sacrifice stuff, you get this guy out and be like, nope, stop that. Just graveyard hate. Eat someone's graveyard. When this card enters, destroys artifact or enchantment. Draws more card again. This card kind of gives, it's pretty good value. Like, you get 2 mana, you get 2 land cards off of him, 2 basic land cards, and you get to draw. Really nice. Get stuff back from the graveyard. So the misconception about this card is that you can play like 2 lands, but you can only actually play 1 land. If the top card of your deck is a land, you can only play that 1 land. So you play the top card library reveal, and whenever you play a land, you draw a card. So yeah. Oracle Modium gives you, lets you play 2 lands. So with this card, you can play 2 lands. Mask, whenever you play a creature, you can pay 2 extra green mana. If this card's in your graveyard, you put it in your hand. So it's just an extra draw, which is really nice. Keeps coming back, unless someone eats your graveyard too. No! This card, for 5 mana, destroys artifact or enchantment. Yet again, destroy artifact or enchantment. 6 slime, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. What? This card is just really nice for those pesky flyers. Yeah. So, here's a way to get rid of flyers. Ultra Primus just destroyed non-creature permanent. So, if there's a planeswalker that's just like not letting you do stuff, you can just destroy the planeswalker. Onto the non-creature spells. I'm doing all this stuff backwards, that's fine. Crop Rotation, search for Maze of Ith and other stuff like Strip Mine or whatever it is you want. Ramp growth. Ramp. All the ramps. Ramp. So Whirly Tutor. So yet again, you know, if your opponent, you know, plays Iona, you in response before it resolves, you just go Whirly Tutor. Toodly. So Nature's Claim, destroy stuff. This card searches for green. Everything in your deck is green, so search for whatever you want, I suppose. Whatever you need to control the field. Library. This card's really nice because if your opponents have no answers to this, you can make their commander a forest for the rest of the game. Closing Grip. I love using this card against Senseis because Senseis cannot activate its abilities, or yeah, in response to this, you just can't. Beast Within, destroy stuff, destroy more stuff, just artifact or enchantment. This card's really nice because not only can it pump my commander, but it can also deal damage to flyers. I can gain 3 life, which is not really relevant, but I can put stuff from my graveyard at the bottom of my library. But the thing I really like about it a lot is that when you attack, each creature that you have that's attacking have Death Touch, which is nice. Cody Collin. Search for whatever creature. G-Wave, really nice, with Cage Sun out. Harmonize, draw cards, destroy stuff. And then, last but not least, Predator's Council. So, you pretty much bring everything that's in your graveyard back to your hand. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, and you exile this card. So, pretty much anything that you've played in the graveyard, you get it back. So, yeah, that's pretty much Thrun, the last troll EDH deck. Hopefully you liked it. Leave a comment below, subscribe, like, and thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, bye!